welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're here with the Let's Talk team. Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, Elisa High, and joining us at the table is Julie Quick. Hello, Julie.
Welcome to the table.
And she's with the American Heart Association. She also brought another buddy with her, Andrea Uten. She was the executive director.
Hello,
Andrea. Thanks to her, she's just here to say hi. She looks so beautiful, we had to show you her. But we're gonna talk to Julie. So, Julie, you are working with the American Heart Association to raise awareness about heart health. Why is that so important that we're talking about it and thinking about it?
Well, we're thinking about it right now because it's February and it's Heart Health Month, and heart disease and stroke are still the #1 killers in Kentucky. So we really need to keep focusing on finding, doing research and finding ways to help people with strokes, teach people about how to educate themselves, find the information about how to protect yourself from heart disease and stroke. So really, there's a really strong educational focus for me in doing this, the Women of Impact campaign that I'm involved in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. And what are some practical ways that people can celebrate the American Heart Month?
They can go to the American Heart Association website. They can get information, fact-finding materials about how to protect themselves, how to be ready for an emergency if they're in the middle of an emergency with somebody else who might have a stroke or a heart attack while they're you know, working with them or they're at home with them. So encouraging people to learn more about CPR, maybe get recertified. Know in your workplace or the places that you frequent where an AED might be located, or encouraging your employers and people around you to consider having those things available to help in the event of emergency until
those
the EMTs can get there.
So important to have. So you mentioned this before, Julie. You've been named, a Woman of Impact by the American Heart Association. So tell us a little bit about what that means.
Okay, so that means that I was nominated by my friends Jeff and Diana Kuntz, who are very active in the American Heart Association, and currently there are 6 women across the state of Kentucky who are working to raise awareness and funds for the American Heart Association. And we'll be doing that for the next 6 weeks. And we all have goals, and we're all reaching out to family, friends, and anybody that we know to help us and join us in this campaign.
Now, you brought us some artwork that goes with your campaign.
Yes.
Explain how your campaign is working and how folks can support.
Yeah, so I am an artist, so I like to think creatively, and I thought, how can I help people, encourage people to join me in the fundraising side of reaching out to the American Heart Association. So I decided that I would use my social media to encourage people to make $100 donations, and if they do that, I'll gift them back with a $30 package of my note cards.
Oh.
So that's going on for the next couple of days, and I reached out through my social media in order to do that, and it's started off really well.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody who's helped me with that so far. I would love to have you join me in that.
They are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So how do they reach you? How do they support what
They
you're doing?
can they can reach me through my social media, and we also have a specific website where they can directly donate.
Okay.
And then I will be notified, and they can also just let me know what their address is. If I don't have it through my DMs or something like that, we'll find them if they would like the package mailed to them.
Wonderful.
Yes, or they can find me at my studio, which is at 161 North Mill Street in downtown Lexington.
Okay, very good.
Beautiful part of town.
Yeah, so as a Woman of Impact, and this is something that you talked about and I thought was so good, is looking around your office to figure out where the AEDs are. I think we see them on the wall, right?
Yeah.
But we walk past them.
Yep.
And if something were to happen right now, I couldn't tell you where one was. And then would I be able to use it? So this is a time for people to think about both of those steps.
Absolutely. Just increasing your awareness and having knowledge about how to respond, because we all have a tendency to freeze up a little bit and not know what to do in situations that are emergencies. So I think it's just one little way that we can be more aware of our surroundings and be ready to help somebody else in their time of need.
Now the fire department, do they come and do trainings also for CPR? Let's say that we wanted here at our station that we wanted to do a training, a CPR training. Would the fire department be the place that we would call?
So I can answer that one because I used to be the public information officer for the fire department. They can come out and do things like that for groups with their community services section of the fire department. So yeah, absolutely, that is an option. But I think and we have the website for the American Heart Association. One of the big things is there are so many ways to educate yourself, right?
Yes, that is
get on
absolutely
there.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think, too, it's a perfect time to sit down and have a family plan, too. I lost my father to heart disease 10 years ago. And you know, bring the kids even. There's a safe level of understanding that they need to know,
Absolutely.
too.
That's
Sit down
right.
and say, what if this happens,
Yes.
then this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very good.
Ultimately, you just want to get the EMTs involved as quickly as you
Absolutely.
can.
Yeah.
So just knowing that and having the sense of presence in mind
Yes.
Yeah.
to be able to do that.
Well, Julie, thank you so much for being here.
welcome. It
Thank
was
you for
wonderful to be
sharing
with
your
you.
beautiful note cards with us,
Yeah.
and good luck on being a woman of impact.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Everybody stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll highlight our woman worth talking about.